So these are my nails right now. They're not that bad, I just want to touch them up a bit. And I'm going to put this gloss on because my sister says it's really good. But this is how I do my nails when I do them. Because even though this is like what I would say an easy task for me, because I've done it for many years now, I don't do my nails that often because it's not like the easiest task. It can get a bit messy, and that's why I use this. But this is how I do my nails. First thing is I do this hand first, so I don't get nail polish on my hand here. You can't see, on my hand here. Then we wait. This is how I like grab it, put it in the corner of my hand, and then twist it because my nails are wet right now. That's the only way I can do it. So I will be back when I'm going to be doing this one. So these are the shoes I'm going to wear today. I'm vlogging this week, so you'll see what I've been up to. But these are the shoes I'm wearing. These are just knockoff fake Converses, pretty much, that I get from like Primark or New Look. These ones were from Primark. And I need to wear an insole. So I know some people wear the like thing that goes up your knee, up your leg. I don't know what it's specifically called, but I need to wear this. When I was younger, the heel part here was a lot bigger, but over the years from like wearing it and like consistently wearing it, my hips have got better, because that's why I wear it, because one of my hips is a little bit less than an inch higher than the other. So that's why I wear this foot splint. So it looks like that. And it goes in my left foot, because if you did not know, I've got left side hemiplegia. That's the type of cerebral palsy I have. So I think it's I don't know if it's my left hip or my right hip, but one of my hips is higher than the other. So I'm going to show you, before I put them on my feet, I'm going to show you how I do it really slowly. So let's put this in first. So to put this back in my shoes, I need to undo it, loosen it. And I find when people undo their shoes, that everyone with cerebral palsy does it differently. But I showed this way on my TikTok last night when I was on about this video, and someone literally said like this way would help them so much better. So I'm gonna promote this way of tying your shoes, or my shoes, as long as I can, because if it wasn't for the video that my dad saw on Facebook of someone doing this way of tying their shoes, I would still need to ask my parents to tie my shoes, or ask my sister. So what you do first, so if you have, this is my weak side, so just think of it as your weak side. So you just hook it under, and then hook it under, pull. And then before you do the actual thing, I tried to show you guys last night with one hand, so just in case you can't do it one-handed, you just do it like that, pull. But I can like loop it with two hands. I will show you the way that I do it, like the quick way of me doing this, because I've done it for like 5 or 6 years now. Yes, that is not that long for knowing how to tie your shoelaces, but I literally learned how to tie my shoelaces while I was like 15 or 16. That's life living with cerebral palsy. That's the things that you deal with. So you just hook it under, and then you hook that under, pull, and then you hook. So you have it like that, so you've got it like tucked into your arm, and then you hook under, so it looks like that, and then you hook under, and then when I first did this, I needed to do it slowly. So you just grab, pinch the opposite side, pinch, and then pull. And that's how you do it. I'll do it again just so in case someone wants to like try this themselves. So this is how I tie my shoelaces. I go like that, then hook. You could do it that way if you have the ability to, but do it if you can, the way that I showed you the first time with just one hand till it works the same. So then you hook under with your pinky, so it looks like that, and then you just hold it, hook under, and then you go under, pull. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like when I put my shoes on. So I can do it way more faster than someone else who is just starting tying their shoelaces like this. But don't be disheartened, because this took me quite a while to do, and it took me longer to be able to do it really fast. And compared to other people, that's not really fast. Doing your My family can literally do their shoelaces in like seconds, and I always will say, like, I would never say this to them obviously, but I always say to people, like, appreciate the simple things in life that you don't even think about, like tying your shoelace. You just do it, you don't even think about it. But I have only been doing my shoelaces for like around 5 or 7 years. It has not been long, hasn't even been a decade. So that's why I always say to people, appreciate the simple things in life and how you can do them. Things like brushing your hair, putting your hair in a bubble, putting your hair in a bun, doing your shoes, quickly making your bed. Like, literally normally that takes me about, well, it takes me 20 minutes now, but before it used to take me 40 minutes. Like, literally it nearly took me an hour to just change my bed in. So if you want to see that though, I will link the video down there. I keep on forgetting what videos I say I linked. But I will link a couple of videos of my disability videos. I'll link the playlist and that video. It's one of my recent ones, like a week ago I did. But I want to actually show you this. These are another style of shoes or boots that you can wear with cerebral palsy. I find these are really easy to put on if you cannot do your laces that well, because with me, I don't know about everyone else, but I love my independence. I want to be as independent as I can. I don't want to let my cerebral palsy get the best of me, and I want to do as much as I can in my life with simple things like this too. These shoes, these boots, you can't get many styles of shoes this kind with a zip at the side. I think it is getting better, but when I used to have them, there wasn't that many. But I love these types of shoes because you could easily ask your parents to tie your shoes, and then for about a week or a couple of days at least, you can just unzip that, put your foot in, and then that's it done. Yes, they loosen over the time because you're not really retying your shoes, but for your independence, it's really good. If you want your independence, I really recommend these shoes because they do give you that like independent that I wanted, and then I learned to tie my actual shoes. But even after like you've learned to tie your shoes, like if the way that I showed you is way more easier, that's good. You've learned to tie your shoes, or you're going to start learning to tie your shoes. But even still, I'd still take forever to tie my shoes. So being able to just tie my shoes one day and then keep on putting these on and taking them off with just a zip is quite easy, and I'm so grateful for this style of shoes. If anyone is watching out there who has a shoe company or works in a shoe shop, we need more of these types of shoes so they help people like me. So I'm going to show you 2 hairstyles in this video. These are the 2 that I can generally do. I can't do many, but these are the 2 that I can do. They're the most basic ones. But as you can see, I brush out my hair first. This takes me quite a while because I cannot put a bobble in my hair and then brush out the bumps in my hair. So every time there's bumps in my hair, I need to let go of the bobble and then brush my hair again, as you can see. So I would recommend doing it with a scrunchie just so you have more room to twirl it around. You could do it with a bobble like this, but it's more difficult to do it with a smaller bobble, I find. So now I'm showing you how to do a bun, an easy bun that everyone can do just with one bobble. But I need to do a ponytail first, and then I spin my hair around or twist it, and then I put the bobble on top of it and twist the bobble, and that's how easy it can be. And there you have a messy bun, but kind of a neater one because you needed to use 2 bobbles and you cannot use one. If you can use just one bubble to put your hair in a bun, congratulations, because I cannot. My mum literally did it a couple of days ago just with one bubble. I literally said to her, like, you're so lucky you can get it like that easily slicked back and not messy, because if I did it just with one bubble, it will look a mess. So this is the best I can do. I, again, normally need to do it a couple of times, so don't stress yourself, don't like worry if you need to do it multiple times, because even I need to do it multiple times sometimes. And I know it can be frustrating when you're learning a new skill, kind of, when you've only got technically just one hand. I know I have loads of people who watch these types of videos who have cerebral palsy. So let me know in the comments if any of these skills that I've showed you, I might make this into an episode. But if any of these day-to-day skills has helped you out. And let me know if you're going to try them as well. So the first one I want to answer is, do I have any equipment or anything that helps me get around my day-to-day life or helps me get around the house? Now, I know I've got so many people with so many different types of cerebral palsy, because you can get so many different types and you can get mild or severe. I've got mild cerebral palsy, but I will always say that you can get different levels of mild cerebral palsy and different levels of severe cerebral palsy. I have not got the typical cerebral palsy, so I feel like I get the typical questions you get when someone says, oh, I've got cerebral palsy, do you have any questions? First one, like I said, do I have any equipment? I have a chopping board. I will admit I do not use it, but I said to my mum, like, keep it, because I know when I get my own house, and hopefully one day I will, when I do get my own house, I will use it. Like, hopefully it will be like a thing that I will need to use, especially like there's a bit on my chopping board. So I've got a corner bit for bread. I've got like bit that's like that, and then you push it in and you tighten it so you can like put a carrot on and you can cut it up. And I've got a bit that I would say is one of the items that helps me the most when I do get to cook in my own house. Is it's like, you need to be careful with it, but it's little needles stuck into the board. So you just put like an onion on it and you can cut it up, because I cannot do the bridge method. You would say, probably some people would say, why don't you do it with my right hand? Yes, I can do it with my right hand, the bridge method that you learn in school or college, but it is not safe at all for me to cut with my left hand at all. So I have the strength in my right hand, not as much in my left, so I cannot do that. And there is a possibility I could cut with my left hand, but I've never tried it because of safety reasons. I did not want to chop off my hand. So I would say that's one of the objects on the chopping board that I have that I think I would use the most when I get to cooking my own meals in my own house and stuff like that. I have got a little grater on it as well, but I can easily use the grater. It's just little things like that that I need to change, mainly in the kitchen area. So like baking, cooking, I need to be careful when I'm washing up knives, everything like that. I have got a Pacific fork. I will link the video, or I'll link the playlist down below that I'll try and link the video as well, but I posted it ages ago. A video that I show you guys all the items, what I'm talking about. I explain it in a video that I will link down below. But I've got a fork. I used to have two, a spoon, a fork and a knife that had like a little bit for your finger to go in, so it was more easier to like scoop up. And when I was younger that did help, but then the more I developed, I found my way to like eating food. Sometimes I do need to ask my parents or my sister to cut up my food because it's too like pies, like the corner of pies get like hard while you're cooking them. So stuff like that, or steak. If I get a steak, I need my parents to cut it up because I cannot, I've tried. So it's mainly in the kitchen area that I struggle with. But with cerebral palsy, it is a day-to-day thing that like you struggle with. But with some people, it's harder than others. Like I've got a friend who's on TikTok called Jodie. I know she's all okay with me saying this because she talks about it all over her TikTok. I'll try and link her profile down below, but she's got severe cerebral palsy. We always say like the typical, when you search up cerebral palsy, that's the kind that she has. And she obviously has more struggles than me. Like her struggles are pretty much probably day to day. But my struggles are once in a while. Like it doesn't, whether you have severe or mild does not mean your struggles are not worthy of you're having these struggles. She suffers it. Well, that's not what I'm trying to say. Like it's just everyone struggles in a different way. Some struggles less than me, and then some people like Jodie probably struggle more than I do because of the type of cerebral palsy she had. So everyone with cerebral palsy is different, but I mainly struggle in the kitchen side. So getting around, like I use splints in my foot, and I've got a hand trap that I wear to straighten up my hand. And the foot splint, as you would have saw in this video, is to level out my hips. I can't think of anything else that I use. I've got like a rail, like we've got if we moved, we would need to make sure like the rail's on my right side, and it is. So if it was on the left side, it would be more difficult for me to go down the stairs. I used to bum shuffle down the stairs when I was younger, so that's one thing. And then we've got a bar that has two rails to help me get out the bar. So it's just, for me, it's day-to-day tasks that you don't even think of, but when you're in my position, you need to think of. But when I do have them, I can live my day-to-day life. Like, I live a good life, so I just need to change it a little bit. But I hope. Alright, one other question I have got is, do I have a wheelchair? No. Straight answer up is no. When I was younger, I did have a wheelchair. Did not have it for that long because, I'll be honest, I was a kid. I used it for the wrong reason, because we got it for when I am tired. Because when I was younger, I used to get tired quite often. One, because of my cerebral palsy, and two, because of my epilepsy. But I didn't use it for them reasons. It just made me tired. It just made me become lazy. So we decided, like, I don't need it. And I think if we did have it, longer than we did, I can't even remember it. I can remember like testing out wheelchairs, but I can't remember ever going in it. But I think if we had it longer than we did, I wouldn't probably be as independent as I am, because, like, I will always say, obviously it's on the person who has the disability as well, but like, your family grown up with you, like teaching you little things. Obviously your parents teach you day-to-day tasks that you can do. And I think if it wasn't for my parents and my family like pushing me doing things when I was younger, I wouldn't be as independent and be able to like walk or speak or do anything like that. Obviously I will be able to speak and walk, but I went to speech therapy, I went to physiotherapy. I did loads of things when I was younger. So now when I'm a 22-year-old adult, I can have as much independence as others. I might need to change a little bit day to day, like change little tasks. But I'm as independent as you are if you do not have a disability. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I now need to edit it so this can go up tomorrow, because I said to you guys I needed to film some more clips. These were the clips. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said before, let me know in the comments if any of the skills or tasks or just things that I showed you in this video have helped you out, or let me know if you're going to try them out. Bye!